The Browns' quarterback room was a mess entering the 2025 preseason. Deshaun Watson, plagued by injuries and off-field issues, was no longer the answer. Kenny Pickett, acquired in a trade, failed to lock down the backup role, his inconsistent play leading to a swift trade to the Raiders. Dillon Gabriel, the undersized but scrappy rookie, showed flashes but faced questions about his 5'11" frame, a liability in an NFL where vision over the line and durability are king. Into this chaos stepped Shedeur Sanders, the son of Deion Sanders, whose college tape at Colorado dazzled with a 74% completion rate, 3,230 yards, and 27 touchdowns in 2024. Drafted in the 5th round, Sanders was an afterthought to some, a raw talent with a famous name, but to Andrew Berry, he was the future. Sanders' preseason debut, a mixed bag of 14 of 23 for 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 5 sacks in the finale, drew criticism. Fans and analysts pointed to his struggles behind a porous offensive line, with one post calling him overhyped, just a name. Yet Berry saw something else, a 6'2", 215-pound quarterback with poise, arm talent, and a knack for clutch throws. Berry's response was nothing short of jaw-dropping. After Sanders' rough finale, where he completed just 3 of 6 passes for 14 yards under relentless pressure, Berry didn't just tweak the roster, he obliterated the status quo. The entire offensive line that played in that game, guards Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller, tackles Jack Conklin and DeWand Jones, and center Ethan Post was cut or reassigned, a move that sent shockwaves through Berea. This wasn't about scapegoating. It was a message. Berry demanded accountability, refusing to let Sanders be set up to fail behind a line that allowed 5 sacks in one game. We're building an environment where Shedeur can thrive, Berry said in a press conference, his voice steady but resolute. He replaced the line with veterans like Jedrick Wills Jr. and rookie Ariante Ursary, a 6'6", 330-pound mauler from Minnesota, signaling a commitment to protect his quarterback at all costs. This wasn't just about bodies, it was about culture. Berry's moves screamed that excuses wouldn't fly in Cleveland. Sanders, despite the rocky debut, had shown enough in training camp, 69% completion rate, 12 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions across scrimmages, to earn Berry's unwavering faith. Unlike Watson, whose tenure was marred by inconsistency, or Pickett, who never meshed with Kevin Stefanski's system, Sanders brought a physical profile that fit the NFL mold. His height, frame, and ability to extend plays drew comparisons to a young Russell Wilson, but with a stronger arm. Berry's vision extended beyond 2025. With Flacco at 40, likely in his final season, the Browns needed a long-term answer. Gabriel, while gritty, faced a ceiling due to his height, a concern echoed by analysts like Nick Wright and Mike Tannenbaum. Gabriel's in the 3rd percentile for NFL quarterback height, Tannenbaum noted on ESPN. Drew Brees was the exception, not the rule. Sanders has the tools to be elite. Kevin Stefanski, once skeptical of Sanders, has shifted gears. Early in camp, he downplayed the rookie, citing his need to learn the system. But with Pickett gone and Gabriel's limitations exposed, Stefanski's tone changed. "I'm committed to Shedeur's development, just like all our rookies," he said at a press conference, a stark contrast to his earlier critiques. The timing isn't coincidental. Sanders' camp performance, outpacing Gabriel in accuracy, decision-making, and poise under pressure, forced Stefanski's hand. Fans noticed, praising Sanders' calm in the pocket like he's been here before. Stefanski's job, already on shaky ground after a 3-14 season in 2024, hangs in the balance. TJ Houshmandzadeh on FS1 didn't mince words. If Stefanski keeps limiting Sanders, he's on the hot seat. The fans in Berry are watching. The pressure is palpable. Cleveland, starved for a franchise quarterback since Bernie Kosar, sees Sanders as a beacon of hope. Analysts are piling on. Nick Wright, on First Things First, called Sanders the clear choice for QB2, citing his consistency and presence. Wright pointed to camp stats. Sanders led with a 74% completion rate and a 4.1 touchdown to interception ratio, while Gabriel, though mobile, struggled with deep ball accuracy. Tannenbaum on ESPN gave Gabriel credit for a solid preseason, 15 of 22 for 165 yards and a touchdown, but emphasized his height as a deal breaker. In the NFL, you need to see over the line. Tannenbaum said. Sanders has that edge, and his upside is undeniable. Houshmandzadeh went further, warning that Stefanski's cautious approach risks alienating a fan base clamoring for Sanders to shine. The narrative is shifting. Sanders isn't just a backup, he's a potential cornerstone. Barry's commitment goes beyond rhetoric. The new offensive line, bolstered by Ursery's athleticism and Wills' experience, is tailored to Sanders' strengths, quick releases, and play-action boots. The Browns also added tight end David Njoku back from injury and rookie receiver Roman Wilson, giving Sanders weapons to exploit. This isn't about one season, it's about building a quarterback room that ensures stability post-Flacco. Gabriel, despite his heart, faces an uphill battle. His 5'11" frame limits his pocket. Presence and his preseason, while promising, showed inconsistency against taller defenses. Sanders, by contrast, has the physical tools and mental toughness to withstand the NFL's grind, a trait Barry values after years of quarterback turmoil. The Browns' moves echo the NFL's high-stakes chaos in August 2025. The Cowboys' trade of Micah Parsons to the Raiders and the Commanders' blockbuster deal for Laramie Tunsil set the stage for bold gambles. In entertainment, Lil Meech's accusation that Rick Ross scammed $120 million from the BMF empire, amplified by 50 Cent's jabs, mirrors the Browns' high-risk strategy. Barry's all-in bet on Sanders is a microcosm of this frenzy, a franchise daring to rewrite its narrative, but risks remain. The new line is untested, and Sanders' inexperience could lead to early struggles. Gabriel's mobility offers a spark, and if Stefanski leans too heavily on Flacco, Sanders could be sidelined, stoking fan frustration. Cleveland's 2025 season, projected at 5-12 by ESPN, hinges on these decisions. Can Sanders seize this moment? His college pedigree and camp dominance suggest he's ready, but the NFL is unforgiving. Will Gabriel's grit outshine Sanders' potential? Is Stefanski's job truly on the line? Drop your take below. Sanders or Gabriel for QB2? Comment. Browns reborn if you're hyped for Shedeur's rise, and smash that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications. This quarterback battle is about to explode.